and welcome back to Akshita's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Today's recipe is a super simple snack recipe. You can also serve it as a starter, and it's potato cheese balls. It's completely veg and it's super simple. It's stuff that we have in our homes, in our pantries, and I'm sure your kids and your family are going to love this surprise snack if you make it for them during this lockdown, and I'm sure everyone's going to love it. So let's head on to my kitchen and make today's lovely potato cheese balls. So let's see today's recipe, which is super simple and delicious, potato cheese balls. So first we're going to start by making the potato covering. Now for that, I've taken some potatoes, just boil them. I'll leave the instructions as to how to boil the potatoes, peel them and just grated them very fine. Now I'm going to add some pepper powder, about a teaspoon of pepper powder. All ingredients with their exact measurements will be in the description box below. This is again 1 teaspoon of mixed herbs, 1 teaspoon of red chili flakes. Then here I have some crushed garlic, about 5 to 6 cloves. If you have garlic powder, then 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and some salt to taste. We're going to mix all of this well into the potato. And then we're going to add just about 1.5 tablespoons of corn flour and about 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. I will leave a recipe at the end of this video as to how to make your own breadcrumbs at home. Now I'm going to make a corn slurry. So I've taken about 1 tablespoon of corn flour and about 1/4 cup of water and made a slurry. So now our potato covering is all ready. Our slurry is all ready. And I've just cut up some cheese cubes. So these are some cheese cubes which I've cut. Try to cut them into small even sized squares, and then we're just going to flatten up the potato filling like this, make a hollow like this, and then just place one of the little cheese cubes inside, and then again cover up the entire thing. And in this way we'll make all of these balls and keep them aside. Now you could add grated cheese too, but then you add these little cheese cubes, and once you bite into them, it's the cheese really melts once you fry it, and it's really delightful. So now once all the balls are prepared, we're just going to dip them into this slurry that we've prepared, and then we're going to dip them into this breadcrumbs. So they look like this, and then just keep them aside. You can also start heating up your oil on a low to medium flame. So I have left a recipe at the end of this video of how to make breadcrumbs at home with leftover bread slices sides. That is, sometimes we make sandwiches and we leave the sides. Don't throw them away. You can store them in your refrigerator in a steel box, and then after that just roast them and grind them up. I'll show you. You'll see that at the end of the recipe. And now that my oil is nice and heated up, I'm just going to deep fry these potato cheese balls till they're nice and golden brown in color. So don't overcrowd your pan. Put about 3 depending on the size of your pan, and keep an eye on them so they don't get burnt, and see that they're evenly fried. And keep your flame from low to medium, not on a very high flame. And they have to come to a nice golden brown color evenly all over. And once they're done, you can just drain the excess oil on a kitchen towel or kitchen napkin. And there they are, friends, all ready. So let them cool down before you bite into them. And they're really nice and crispy, and the outer covering also is really nice. So now we're just going to cut open one and see what it looks like inside. So take a nice sharp serrated knife, and there you can see the lovely cheese cube inside. So once you bite into it, it's just it just melts in your mouth and it tastes really lovely. So you can go with any type of cheese. You can even go with the stringy mozzarella. I've just gone with the simple Amul processed cheese. That's our favorite at my home. So that's the recipe for today. I hope you like it. let's see this beautiful batata bhaji recipe. It's very easy and gets ready really quickly. So here I've just taken two medium-sized potatoes, washed them well, and we're going to use this slicer that you get with a grater, a cheese grater. Now we're not going to peel the potato because we want the peel of the potato. So we're just going to use this and slice it really, really thin. Now, if you don't have a grater like this, just use a knife and cut them into really thin as possible slices of potato. Also, do take care of your hand because this grater is really, really sharp. The one with, you slice potatoes is really sharp. So be extremely careful. So now once that is done, like you can see they're paper thin. That's what we're really aiming for. Now we're going to take this and put them in some water for 10 minutes. Just going to soak this in water for 10 minutes. The water will turn a little bit white because of all the starch released. Now to a separate bowl, I'm going to add a quarter cup or 1/4 cup of besan, also called as chickpea flour. I'm going to add some salt to taste. And I'm going to add this water just a little at a time to make a kind of thick batter. This is what gives the crispiness to these lovely batata bhajis. All the starch from the potatoes. See, and you coat a spoon like this, you should be able to make a line like this. It should coat it really well. Now you drain off all the water, but keep a little water just in case your batter becomes thick and you need to add a little more water. And now all you have to do is just deep fry this potatoes, dip them in this batter, coat them nicely. The batter should not be very runny. It should not be overly thick. It should be just right. Just, so when you coat the back of the spoon is just lightly coated. And that's the way you'll get these beautiful crispy batata bhajis. Also, don't overcrowd your pan and don't leave them unattended. So in this way, you'll fry them and you'll notice that they start to nicely fluff up. That's what we're really looking for. A nice light batata bhaji. So this is an ideal snack when you're really hungry and you don't want to cook something really elaborate. This is really, really good. It's also a very great side dish with a simple dal and rice or any curry and rice. Or you can just have them all by themselves with a lovely bowl of green chutney or tamarind chutney or some tomato ketchup or sauce. So you can see how nicely they have fluffed up. That's because we've got the batter perfectly right. So you don't need to add any baking soda. You don't need to add anything. No hot oil. Just add the water of the potatoes. And that's the trick to get these perfect batata bhajis. So I hope you like today's short and sweet recipe. And I hope you give it a try. beautiful masala potato rice. Now here I've taken 1.5 cups of rice. You can use any rice. Just wash it well and then soak it for about 5 to 10 minutes. After that, I'm going to boil just double the quantity of water. So I've taken 1.5 cup of rice. I've taken 3 cups of water. I'm going to bring this water to a boil, and then I'm going to drain out the water from the rice and add the rice to this boiling water. We're going to cook the rice till it is just a little bit undercooked, or you can call that parboiled. It should be just a little bit, undercooked. And then we're going to put it onto a sieve or a strainer and drain out all the excess water. So that's our rice ready. Let it come to room temperature. Now let me take you through the other ingredients. This is 1 medium-sized onion chopped fine, 6 to 7 cloves of garlic, 1 light green chili chopped fine. This is 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, some salt to taste, half a teaspoon of hinga, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, half a teaspoon of garam masala, and some coriander and some lime juice. Now I've just soaked the coriander in some water, to which I've added some salt for about 5 minutes. Now I've taken 1 large potato, washed it well, peeled it and cut it into these small cubes, and I'm just going to fry these cubes till they're nice and golden brown. Once that is done, I'm going to take them out and keep them in a bowl separately. Now to the same oil, I'm going to be adding the other ingredients. I'm going to start with mustard seeds. So this is half a teaspoon of mustard seeds. All ingredients will be in the description box below with their exact measurements. Now I've added half a teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. To that I'm going to add some green chilies. I'm going to add up the chopped up garlic. And let the garlic and the chilies really fry well. Now I'm going to add my onion. And I'm going to saute everything till the onions become a little bit translucent. Now that my onions are translucent, we've got to fry the onions well. We're going to add our hinga, haldi, both are half a teaspoon. Haldi is turmeric powder. Like I said, all ingredients will be in the description box below with the entire recipe, so don't worry about it. Next I'm going to add my chili powder. Now you can adjust the chili powder as per what you like, how spicy you like it. Then goes in my coriander powder. I've added about a tablespoon of coriander powder. This is just coriander seeds. I've just roasted them lightly and then ground them to a powder. Now I'm going to add my pav bhaji masala. Now if you don't have pav bhaji masala, you can add garam masala, but this is about 1 tablespoon of pav bhaji masala. Now I'm going to add the rice. I'm going to mix everything really well together. Cook it for about 2 minutes with the lid on. Mix everything well. Add salt to taste. Again, give everything a good mix. Now I'm going to add in my fried potatoes. You can also add green peas at this point. And mix everything well and just garnish it with some lovely coriander, chopped up coriander. And I'm just going to put some lovely lemon juice on top. And after I turn off the heat, and then just mix everything, and our dish is all ready to serve. So today's recipe is this lovely Shahi Alo Curry. So keep watching. Hi everyone and welcome back to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite recipes, which is Shahi Alo Curry. It's this lovely, rich aloo curry, and it goes so well with some rotis or chapatis or some steamed rice or even with some simple pulao. It's very easy to make and the end result is simply delicious. And the ingredients also are really very easy to find, and stuff that we have lying around in our pantry. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you like the recipe. If you do, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button and become a part of Akshata's Recipes. Subscription is completely free, and once you subscribe, don't forget to click the bell. That way, whenever I put up a new video, you'll get a message for the same. So let's head on to my kitchen and make today's lovely Shahi Alo Curry. So let's begin with today's lovely Shahi Alo Curry recipe. Now here I've taken about 1/4 of a cup of cashew nuts, or roughly about 20 to 25 cashew nuts, and just soaked them in some warm water for 10 minutes, and then I made a lovely cashew nut paste out of it, a very smooth paste. Now I've heated a pan and I'm going to dry roast 2 tablespoons of fennel seeds or soft. Once the fennel seeds are roasted, we're going to keep them aside. Now I'm going to roast 3 cardamoms, about 2 lavangs or cloves, 1 inch of cinnamon, and just 1 javitri or mace. So we're going to dry roast this also for half a minute, and then when it comes to room temperature, we're going to grind it to a powder. Now this is our very fine, soft powder. And here I have just peeled the elaichis or the cardamoms, and I'm going to grind this to a very fine paste. Now here I've taken about 5 small potatoes, not the baby potatoes. I've taken 5 small potatoes. You can use baby potatoes too for this recipe. Now first I'm going to wash the potatoes very well, and then I'm going to just peel them. Once I've done that, I'm going to just cut them up into halves. And then I'm going to use a fork and I'm just going to pierce the potatoes evenly all over. Now I also have kept some oil for deep frying, and this step of piercing the potatoes is very important because in that way they get very well fried and there's no rawness left in the potatoes. So now we're going to fry the potatoes till they are a light golden brown on a low to medium flame, because we are going to fry these potatoes twice for that lovely crunchy effect. And so this is the first time we're going to fry it till it's light golden brown. Then we're going to take it out and again fry it once more. So now while the potatoes are getting fried, we are going to take about 1 cup of curd, and to that I'm going to be adding 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, and we are going to give this a very good mix. This is the soft powder or the fennel seed powder. This is the whole masalas that we had roasted and ground. That is the cardamom, the cinnamon, the mace, and the cloves. Now we also will be requiring about a half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of hing, 1 tablespoon of some dry ginger powder, or it's also called sungta. We also require some fresh coriander leaves, that is the cashew nut paste that we have. So I'm going to add this dried ginger powder to this mix as well. Now, if you don't have ginger powder easily available, you can just grate about 1 inch of ginger and add that too. Now, our potatoes are just light brown in color. So once they get this color, we can just take them out, switch off the heat, and keep the potatoes aside for about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, this is the coriander we're going to use. So I've just washed it and I'm just going to chop it up and keep it aside. Now, the potatoes have cooled down again. So again, we're going to heat up our oil on low and to medium flame, and we're going to now fry them completely till they are more of a darker golden brown color. Now, once the potatoes are completely done, we're going to take them out and keep them aside. Now we're going to prepare this lovely gravy for this Shahi Aloo dish. So I'm going to be heating up a pan, and I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of oil. Now, once our oil is hot, I'm going to be adding the cumin seeds or the jeera. I'm going to be adding the hing or asafoetida, as well as the turmeric or the haldi powder. We're going to give all of this a good stir, and then we're going to add this dahi or curd mix that we had prepared. Give it a good mix, and then we're going to add about roughly 1 cup of water to the curd mixture, and we are going to add that to our gravy. Now we're going to stir this very well, and we're going to add 1 teaspoon of red Kashmiri chili powder. This powder is just for the color. It doesn't have much of a spiciness to it. Now we're going to add some salt to taste. Give it a good mix. And then we're going to add our cashew nut paste that we had prepared earlier. Give it a good mix. And now we're going to add just a small pinch of sugar. Now our gravy has to cook a little bit, and then we're going to add our fried potatoes, or rather deep fried potatoes or double deep fried potatoes, into the gravy. Then we're going to add just half the quantity of our chopped coriander. We're going to leave the rest of it for garnishing. And after giving it one last mix, we're going to cover and cook this on a very low flame for 15 to 20 minutes, just stirring in between. And our dish is all ready. Time to serve this lovely dish. And all we have to do is now just garnish it with some lovely chopped coriander. Now, this goes very well with some roti, chapatis, or even some plain rice or pulao. It's simply delicious, and you'll want to make it all the time. You can also make this with baby potatoes or just with regular small potatoes. So I hope you liked today's recipe. Something different, something which you can just cook up very fast on the weekend. So if you as well as today's video. And if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.